Hello, hello, everyone. It is Stacy with Stacy's Ritzy DP Crafts. I'm here to do a whip and chat. I'm trying to get back on track with these whip and chats, but man, have I been busy. So, for all those that are new here, welcome to my crazy life. Diamond paint, I do crochet. Those are pretty much the two main things that I do, but I also dabble with painting a little bit, or at least trying to. Um, and yeah, and I welcome to my channel. If you're returning, welcome and thank you for coming back. And if you're participating and listening for the Retro Cult Classic event, oh my gosh, you guys, this has been my most fun event that I've done or been involved with. I don't even care if I was doing it. This has just been so much fun. Um, this is an event that I do in the diamond painting community, and we work on retro or classic or cult type images. And we've been doing it for the month of February, and I'm so it was been a dream come true. I've been working on it. Well, not a dream come true because it's not really that like huge, but I've been thinking about doing this event for like the past year, probably since like February, March time last year. And I'm so happy that it came around. And I'm so sad that it's almost done. We're going to be done on Wednesday. And right now it is Monday. And I hope I get this out to you guys before the grand finale. But you guys have all been amazing. It's been so nice to kind of like flash back and see everyone's pictures and your diamond paintings and just flashing back to the good old times of the 80s and 70s and 90s when we didn't have much to worry about and we can go and do what we wanted to do pretty much. So thank you all for joining. I really, really do appreciate it. And also, it couldn't be done without any of our sponsors along with you guys as the participants, but it couldn't have also been done without our sponsors. So I do want to give a lovely shout out to all of our sponsors. It's been great, and I really appreciate all the contributions and things that you guys have contributed for this event to make it as big as I wanted it to be. So this was my first event. I'm doing it with Brandy, aka Miss Gia Diamonds. So I do want to give a special shout out to her. She's going through a lot of family stuff right now, and she hasn't been able to be involved as much as I know she was really wanting to be. So please send her out some wishes, some prayers, love, whatever you guys can do. Good vibes, positive vibes, thoughts out to her, and hope that they find peace in what they're going through. I really wish she could have been more involved as much as she wanted to be and we wanted her to be, but understandably, family comes first. And yeah, just sending lots of love, Brandy, whether my heart's ridiculous or not. But I'm sending you a lot of love, and don't worry about us. We're the event's going, the event's good, we're good, and focus on your family. Um, and of course, I do want to. Brandy was doing our cover minders, our miniature cover minders. I have to be honest, I didn't want to pressure her into trying to get it done during the event. So if it's not available for that part of the event for the weekly giveaways, please just be understanding. And if that's something that she's, has available later on, that's fine. I'm not going to push her. Christopher's not going to push her to get them done. So if they're not done, it's okay. We have other items and plenty of stuff that we have provided for you guys for this event. And of course, I do have the wonderful Christopher Colassa, who is also participating in my sponsor with the event as well. And it's just been so much fun. Like, yeah, I've been hanging out with him. We've been watching movies on the weekends or Wednesdays. I've been watching movies and TV shows, and I hope you guys have in your own venue. We did create a special group, private group, so that way I could stream movies and stuff for us to hang out and watch. And I don't really give much notice, so it's hard for people to join. And I understand that, and I'm so sorry. It's just things just happen spur of the moment with me. But I hope at least that you guys are watching your own movies and videos that you might have. I did put out a spreadsheet that does have a lot of them, and it's up in the Retro Cult Classics, three separate words in the Facebook group, which the link should be below. You guys can check it out. But a lot of our sponsors, we do have Just to go through them real quick, I don't want to spend too much time on it because I make sure the Facebook group has all the sponsorship links and stuff, but they are going to be below in the description. But we have Jenny with O Snap Crafters Cafe, and she just came out with her own brand new glue dots. I already have a hair of mine. I'm trying to use these. I am not good with using them, but they smell incredible. It reminds me of cotton candy, and they're little glue dots. You use about two, I think she said, in a single placer. And yes, you can do it in a multi-placer, but I haven't even figured out how to get my single placer in. They just keep popping out. So I'm going to have to watch her video to see how they do that. They come in this little smelly Ziploc bag. So thank you. And I also got her scented minder in beach. I think it's a beach scent, and oh my goodness, it smells so good. Like, it smells fresh and clean, and I like that. Let me get these glue dots put away. I need more practice using them. They're supposed to be really, really good. Just I have a hard time the first time I do them, so I will work with those later. We do have Swax Wax. So Swax Wax is Abigail Marie, and she's got the beach wax as well. You use the back of them, and I use them in my single placers. You can use them in the multi placers, but basically what you do is you take your pen and you just kind of scrape the back of it, and for whatever doesn't go actually in the pen, and see, it just pushes in. But any excess you have, you can just wipe it off and stick it right back on the wax. The wax is soft enough and moldable, so that way you can stick it right back on there and use it again. And I don't know where I just lost my magnet. I don't know what happened to the magnet. Let me see if I can find it. And the pens we have the lovely custom diamond painting pens by TJ. I don't know if you can see that, but it's beautiful. I love this blue pen. I want a pen in every color, like every main color, but I have to find like the perfect pen. These shapes are awesome. I can hold the pen up here if I want to. I can hold it down here. I can hold it up here. So they're very, you know, they're very easy to use, and it's a great size for my hands. And look at that beautiful, it's like a bluish glitter. I love how that peeks through. And then we do have our Bistro Blanks pens. They're known for the Flower Girl pens, but they also do some wonderful customizable pens. And Miss Laura is super, super nice. I've been in contact with her along with Miss Emily on our pens. And this is my Hanukkah pen that she did. This is a really, really fat pen. So I mostly got it because of the Hanukkah design, because nobody does Hanukkah. So I was like, I have to get it. I have to get it. And then I have my other cover minder from Nix's Notions. So, or from, I'm sorry, Jenny, O Snap Crafters Cafe. And then we do have our tray, which says retrocultclassic. I just use this to put all my stuff in it. So I'll put my waxes, my cover minder, things to hold on to so they don't get in disarray. I'll put my crystals that I'm using for this canvas. So I have my crystals from Tmall. So DP with Sparklers, thank you so much also for helping to sponsor this wonderful event. Swax Wax. I do have this one also, which is a 2-in-1 rainbow bamboo. She sent me for something else that I ordered. And who else do we have? We have Art Dot. Oh my gosh, Art Dot's amazing. And Diamond Art Club. Thank you so much, Diamond Art Club, for the gift cards. I know people are really excited about that. We have Rose Profit Creations helping to sponsor with a $25 gift card that you can use either on its own, or it will be given away in conjunction with Hannah from Hannah's Iterations. She's doing a custom piece for whoever wins that part of it. That's going to be the photo contest that we're doing. So Hannah and Rose are combined in for our photo contest. I think I have one more sponsor for that too, but we'll have to go through the giveaways to see what we're putting where, because yeah, it's a lot. Art Dot. I know I miss Cindy Michelle of Diamond Painting Fanatics. Thank you so much. She was able, she helped sponsor, and we were able to actually do a week 4 giveaway for our week 4 participants. So thank you so much, Cindy Michelle of Diamond Painting Fanatics, or Dainty Diamond Painting, I think is what it is, but it's diamond, it's diamond, diamondpaintingfanatics.com, I believe, but her link is going to be below. I did make sure that it is in this video because I left it out on the last one, and I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. All of our sponsor codes and discounts are still going through until the end of the month. I think they're end on March 1st, so make sure that you do whatever you want to order. Use those special codes. Those are below as well. And I think I got everyone. If I'm forgetting you, I do apologize. I don't have my list right now, but again, thank you so much. But I'm going to go ahead and start with the whip and chat. I know that was a lot, but look, check this out. I don't know when I got this, but I just wanted to share it with you guys. Aren't they from the fairy parents, the Fairly Odd Parents, or something like that? I don't know. I just thought it was really cute. Wanted to show you guys. Anywho, so how's everyone doing? Thank you for letting me go through that business stuff. It was one last time I had a chance to do that before we did our grand finale. If you want to join us, we're going to be live Wednesday on my channel from 8. I'm thinking it's going to go a little bit more than an hour just because we do have a lot of stuff to go through and giveaways, and we're going to have our two sponsors, which is Jenny from O Snap Crafters Cafe and Tima from DP with Sparklers. So you guys can get your questions ready to ask. I'll put an announcement up probably tonight or tomorrow. And then if you have any questions you want to ask them, definitely get those questions on there and we can ask, or you're more than welcome to ask in chat. And then hopefully we'll just have fun and play games and just reminisce. We did our interview with Hannah and Rose Profit last Wednesday, so if you didn't have a chance to get it, that went on for a lot longer than I was expecting, but it was a really good live, and it was a really good conversation, and it was nice meeting Miss Hannah. So if you guys have a chance to check that out, definitely do that. But how's everyone doing? Like, it's been a big month for a lot of people. Very busy. I know I've been very busy. Have you guys been busy? It's been crazy. Oh, and I am using a Nix's Notion shrimp boat. I just happen to like that when I work on smaller pieces and not a lot of color blocking. But yeah, so I hope you guys are doing well with as busy as it's been lately. It just seems like in the diamond painting world, especially, there's a lot of stuff you guys are going through, and I want to just send out just a lot of love and support to you guys, and thoughts and prayers for anything you guys might be going through, whether it be happy or stuff you're struggling with. Just know that there are people out there. I say this in all my lives because this is such a mental health type of hobby or project that you work on, and just keep yourself in check with everything. Don't push yourself. If it doesn't seem like it's fun anymore, then it's time to rest and to figure something else out. I know one of the people that I'm in communication with, she was just saying how she started on doing something different than diamond painting, and it's been really hard getting back to diamond painting. If it's hard to get back to it, then it's not the time to come back. And try and figure, if you're doing something in place of it, then just continue, because that's what your calling is right now. I know sometimes when I go in through my crochet moments, I just do nothing but focus on crochet for the day and I don't diamond paint at all. And sometimes it's hard to get back into diamond painting. Sometimes you just want fun and to go spend time with family. And a lot of us get so absorbed with the diamond painting that we forget that, hey, we do have a life outside. And some of us just don't feel comfortable having a life outside. And that is perfectly okay. Whatever you need to do to keep yourself going or to keep yourself involved, that's what you guys got to do. And just remember that, make you the most important, and then everyone else can come afterward. But always remember that friends or family especially, is going to be on the top of your list of priorities. So you should never have to apologize for missing out on lives. I know you worry about how the community is going to react, but please, I'm sure we are all human beings and we are all understanding if you're not able to do a live or if you're not able to do a whip and chat. And I think as creators, we forget that and we feel obligated that we have to do that because It's what people expect to see every week. But we are human, and you guys, you are human as well. And if you are having a bad day or if you're just not feeling like doing a live, please don't feel obligated. We'll still go on. We will still continue to survive and to live and just make it you. Don't feel obligated that you have to do anything for us. We appreciate it. Um, but it's very hard when I hear that creators are get upset when they can't do a live or they feel like they let people down. Hold on one second. My dog's going crazy. Yeah, so just make sure that you guys are taking care of yourself first. Um, on to better things. I'm not sure what else is going on in my life. My life is uninteresting. Let's see, movies. Have you guys watched any movies during the event? If you are participating in the event, have you flashed back to watch some movies of the past? Or have you gone back to the future? Haha, just a little funny thing there. Um, I have a whole list of movies that I want to get through, but right now I mean, it is kind of retro if you think about it, but I'm kind of on a Marvel kick right now. So I've been watching the Marvel movies in, um, not ascending, in chronological order, not release date order, but chronological, like following the storyline, because I just got so confused on some of it. So I've been doing that, and I've already gotten to the end game, and now I'm just kind of watching some of the rest of the movies themselves. I'm not really focused on a lot of the miniseries TV shows with it that they created, just because that can get too much. Although I have watched a few of them, but yeah, I'm getting now into some of the more recent movies. And I saw Breakfast at Tiffany's, and I didn't realize, I thought that she was actually a ditz in that movie, but then I watched it again. She's actually a pretty smart cookie. Um, all things considered. So I really liked watching that one again. I'm thinking of Gone with the Wind. I really wish they would come out with Thornbirds. That was my mom's favorite movie, and I used to love watching it. And oh my gosh, he was Robert. Was it Robert? Richard Chamberlain was who it was, and he was really good looking at that time frame in his life. Um, and so I really want to watch The Thornbirds again. I'm going to have to figure out where it's playing. But I did flash back and actually watched VC Andrews movies on Lifetime. So I just finished watching, oh my God, and it was super, super cheesy. And I pretty much fast forwarded, forward fasted, whatever you want to call it, 90% of the movie just because it was so slow. And I've read the books and I wanted to, kind of just refresh myself with it. And it had Kristen. Oh, she played Buffy. I forget her name. Oh my gosh, hold on one second. Kristen. Oh my God, I was drawing such a blank on it. It was Christy Swanson was in it. That is such a retro movie. But yeah, so I watched that. I didn't realize she was actually in it, but the acting was so horrible. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so apparently Lifetime has the whole VC Andrew series on there. So I think I'm just going to binge watch that one night just for the hell of it. I used to always read her books. I loved VC Andrew books, and VC Andrews, Stephen King, and Dean Koontz. Those were like my total go-to people. I think my dad tried to get me into Danielle Steele, and the only Danielle Steele book I read was The Promise, which was really, really good. I didn't mind it, but not really my cup of tea. So I kind of stuck to those books. I did read some Judy Blume books, and when I was really young, she was one of my favorite authors. But it was mostly V.C. Andrews. I then got into True Blood, which was I think HBO vampire show, and I really did like that series as well. I wish they would come out with more of things like that, but unfortunately not. So those are kind of some of my flashbacks. I'm trying to think. Some of the ultimate movies that I really, really liked watching over and over and over again. I think I did that with Bad Boys with Will Smith. I don't know how retro that is, but I know I used to watch Bad Boys over and over. And then Robin Hood with hmm, what's his name from Dancing with Wolves. I'm so bad with names, guys. I am so sorry. I can't think and diamond paint at the same time. But he was a Dances with Wolves guy. Um, Kevin Costner. There we go. So I was watching that, and then I found some Charlie Chaplin movies, and there was one Charlie Chaplin one I really liked, which was the shoe, like when he had to eat the shoe, and I forget what it was, but I remember that. And I found a Shirley Temple one, but Shirley Temple it was a little bit later on in life, and I really want to find like the Good Ship Lollipop to watch. But I think she was with Sammy Davis Jr. on some of her movies. But she's just super, super cute. She was one of my. I loved watching Shirley Temple. She was really, really cute. What else? But yeah, I'm kind of stuck on the Thornbirds right now. That's what's going through my mind. But I do want to watch Wizard of Oz because that's an ultimate classic right there. I pretty much know every line of that movie almost. Not quite, but I would say at least a good 80% of it. Who does not? So I'm hoping that there's a Wizard of Oz event. I don't know when it'll be, but I would like to participate with that. I have my Alphabet, and I think I have my Dorothy one. I'll have to go through my stash because I don't think I've unboxed it yet. But I'll have to see if I have that one. I really do. And the one with where she's sitting in the grass with the lion and little Toto and the little scarecrow. So we'll see. We'll see about that. Um, and then movies or music. I really haven't flashed back with the music. The only music that I've really been listening to that I enjoy, because I don't like regular rock, is like the 80s rock. That's basically the only rock I can stand. Alternative 80s. So I've been listening to that type of music. I don't know, and the other music I like is Dragons. Imagine Dragons, but that's not really retro at all. But oh my gosh, think if they came out in the 80s, they would be so. I mean, they're great now as it is, but I'd just be listening to constantly in the 80s. Do you guys remember your first concert that you went to? I do. We had, let's see, I've gone to a few concerts. Oingo Boingo. Yes, Oingo Boingo concerts. I'm just kind of all over the place tonight, guys, so just go with it, okay? Oingo Boingo. I loved Oingo Boingo. It's a dead man's party. All right, I'm not going to get in trouble for singing. But I really, really enjoyed Oingo Boingo music. I listened to that all the time. And I'd go to a couple concerts with an ex-boyfriend of mine. I don't think I went to concerts by myself, but I went with an ex-boyfriend of mine and had a lot of fun. Oh, I had such a crush on him too. I really wished we would have hooked up, but it just never happened. And he was like my mom's best friend's son. So yeah, my mom's best friend's son, and he was a few years older than me, and he had his own group of girls that he hung out with, and I was just never in when he was around them. So I was like, whatever. But yeah, I had such a huge crush. And then he had his friend. He introduced me to his friend, and then I started getting a crush on his friend. Of course, at that age, don't you like get crushes on like a lot of people when you're a teenager? I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird. But yeah, so never hooked up with any of them, and it didn't go further than a crush because I was too young for them. Oh, look, it is snapping. Do you hear the popping? Jenny, I figured out. It's working. My glue dots. They're making snappy noises. I'm so happy. Little things make me excited. Um, and that's with her little glue dots. The glue dots. Yay. Yay for the glue dots. All right. So I guess you know when they're working, when they start picking up drills and popping like that. But it's a soft pop. It's not really a loud one. But it just clicked. And I was like, yay. I did do it right. Oh gosh, the little things in life, right? So I have an organization question for you all. I've got different types of ways to kit up. I've got these type of trays, which are sectioned off, which I took the sections out but there's 3 sections to them. So I use these when I do a lot of confetti because I don't, or when I have small amounts of drills in containers. So I can use trays. I have the small ones, and then I have my shrimp boats, which you see me using, which I've been using a lot more of because I like how the funnel is on these so much better. It's just so much easier to get the trays out, but she doesn't put them in different sections. So there's something that I'm thinking of getting. I do have her longer trays. This is from Nix's Notions. So I do have these long ones, which I like. Um, Compared to I'm not saying Bella Art de Nicole is any bad or anything like that. I like hers too, but I'm really starting to enjoy Nix's because I find the funnel is a lot easier for me. Um, so this tray is a little bit longer, or a lot longer, as you can see, than those, but it is smaller than, just a little bit short of the funnel trays, the shrimp boats. So those, it's about half the size of a shrimp boat, or the shrimp boat's about half the size of these. And I'm just putting that up so you can see the differences and you guys can make the decision. But Bella's have these tabs on them, and it's not as easy to just slip these out. I do like the fact that it does have the cover that sits on top of it. Um, but I haven't really had a need to for this style, so it kind of alleviates it. Plus, I can just pick this out and go. Um, but I'm debating if I want to kit up using trays or if I want to kit up using these little circle guys, or if I want to kit up using these things. And I just don't know what I want to do, because I liked easy access for items, but I have 2 areas that I have to kit up. I have to kit up a huge Josephine wall, which I know is going to be a lot of confetti. I'll take a look at it again just to see how much confetti it is, but it's like 100, over 100, just over 100 centimeter size. It's like a large size, and I'm really hoping the painting is going to be okay because it's from a company that has had issues in the past and hopefully has corrected those issues. So I'm kind of testing it out to see how it's going to work. So I'm just debating on how I want to do that. Knowing that there's going to be a lot of confetti, I'm thinking of using my trays instead. And I can just move my trays to the living room, and then for the smaller projects I can just kit up in those little boxes or the circles. Do you guys have a preference? I'm seriously asking, do you guys have a preference on what you use and what you find is easier with confetti versus, half confetti, half blocking? I'm just trying to see what's going to be the best option for me, and I just don't know, and it's a struggle. So that's my dilemma, and I do need to get things kitted up because we've got Mermaids of Magic coming up, and I do have a smaller painting for Mermaids of Magic, but we also have Emeralds and Fairy Lights Green. Oh gosh, I always participate in that event, and this is the first year I actually forgot what it was called. But we have her event, and then we have the autism event coming up as well in April. So I've got several things that I can work on. But let me know what you guys suggest on terms of kitting up. If it's something that's heavily confetti, do you think I should just put empty things out in trays so I can just pull the tray out and go with it? I don't know. It'll definitely be interesting to find out how I do that. Decisions, decisions, decisions. Let's see. I'm missing a dot here. So I did open this up. This is actually supposed to be 2 different sections, but I did open it up just because I'm trying to get through this a lot quicker. And I don't think I'm going to finish it before the event, which is such a shame because I really wanted it to. I have 1, 2, 3 sections, and this one that's 4 sections, 5 sections to do. I don't know. Maybe if I work at it hard enough, I'll be able to finish it, but I doubt it. I really doubt it. So, how are you guys enjoying the retrocult classic if you're working on it? I really hope that it's been fun. If you haven't been able to join us in on the movie watching, that's fine. I'm still going to continue with it. And it's going to be kind of circulated around events. So I know with the Mermaids of Magic, I'll probably be watching like Little Mermaid and Splash. And I'm going to finish watching Siren. If you guys haven't watched it, Siren is on, what is it on? Is it AMC? I don't know. It's on one of the networks. And it's just about sirens, underwater sirens. And I don't know. It's just really hard to explain. But it's a pretty good show. Or maybe it's on the WB. I don't know. But I started watching that. I still need to finish it. I was kind of like in the last season, and I think I had a couple more episodes to go. So I might try and wrap that up during Mermaids and Magic. And of course, you got your magic shows. Doesn't have to be mystical magic, can be regular magic as well. So I might just watch 20, is it 20? Not 21. Now You See Me, I think is what it is. The movie with the different cards, and I think Morgan Freeman's in it. The guy who starred in Facebook, the movie. Like I said, I'm really, really bad with names. Um, Woody Harrison is in it, so I might watch that. And then what else? I don't know. I'm just kind of out of what to think about. Ooh, weight loss. Yes, I have not been losing weight. I have not been happy with my journey. I need to get back on with my journey. So I never measured out my food before, and now that I've been in a 2 month plateau, I've got to do something different. So I'm starting to measure out my food, but I find that I've been grazing a little bit, and I don't think it's been grazing that bad, but it just hasn't been helping the situation. So I'm going back to trying to increase my water intake a lot more. I'm only wanting to do like really one shake with my coffee in the morning, which usually lasts until lunchtime. And then I'm trying to get like little 6 ounce meals during my break and lunch and for dinner. And just kind of trying to minimize. But oh my gosh, the food that I'm making is so good. Like, I want to eat it all. And I think that's the problem. It's like when I go shopping or something, I feel like I just want to have a little bit of everything. And I think that's where stuff creeps up on me. So I'll give you guys some recipes if you want. Biggest tip that I found is to take, and you might think this is gross because you don't like cottage cheese, but trust me, you don't taste the cottage cheese in it, and it's huge, high protein, very, very low carb, is to take a whole entire tub of cottage cheese, stick it in your blender, and get it to mix. And oh my gosh, it comes out so smooth. It comes out smoother than ranch dressing, I'll tell you that. And then what you do is that you use that as your sauce. So whatever you want to make it for, if you want to do a cheese sauce, you just mix in your um, Parmesan and your mozzarella and your garlic, and you've got a cheese Alfredo sauce. If you want to use it, whoops, that doesn't go there. Oh wait, maybe it does. Hold on. Nope, it doesn't go there. I basically make it as like sour cream for tacos and ground beef. And what I do is um, I want to say I take like a quarter cup to half a cup of um, the cottage cheese, and I mix that in with taco seasoning, and I mix it in also with salsa, and I just kind of stir it together, and it makes a creamed salsa. And it's really good. I mix that in with my ground beef or my turkey, ground turkey, or whatever meat that you have. And chicken, I use canned chicken. And oh my God, it's just a huge whopping amount of protein for you and very, very low carbs. Um, and it's just the best alternative to making dips. You guys don't knock it till you try it, whether you're a cottage cheese fan or not. Get the Lipton onion mix and mix it in there and see how you guys like it, because I can swear it's going to be so good for you. And so yeah, that's what I've been doing. Um, I've been trying to make more of like a protein pudding type recipes to snack on, but even though it's okay to eat the whole thing, you really don't want to, because it is super, super filling. And I think I was just eating too much of it. So, yeah, I need to up my water and I need to go back. And so I'm going to be making changes. I got to lose 5 pounds and then go back on my journey because I need to get back to where I was. And I'm not happy right now. I could totally feel the difference. I need to start working out more again. Um, and just getting walking. I needed to go walking, and it was beautiful day, so I would go bike riding, and it just didn't seem like it was doing enough for me. So I think I'm going to go try going back to walking and see how that goes for a while. Now that I can actually do walking more, but it definitely needs to warm up just a little bit before I can go and do that because I can't stand the cold. And I was thinking of actually getting a treadmill, but then I'm like, do I need another piece of equipment? So we'll see. We will see. And I can't decide on a treadmill because if I'm going to go for a treadmill, I'm going to go all out. And I think I'm just trying to overdo it. So I haven't been able to decide on what to get. Oh, decisions, decisions. Do I want to go back to karate? No, I'm not going to go back to karate. I kind of enjoy my Tuesdays and Thursdays of quiet time while Jackie is in karate. Should I be exercising while she's in karate? Yeah, I should be. But am I? No. And that's a change that I need to make. I need to start eating things more in proportion and stop taking like midnight snacks like I have been, even though that might be within my calories and stuff. I really shouldn't be eating late at night. So I need to get back out of that and just take more water, tea, that type of stuff. So I'm going to work on that. I'm going to get more fruit flavored skinny mixes or drinks to go in the water so that way, because I do have the Circle water bottle and I really love that. But the cartridges can get a little bit, a lot at a time. I only use the setting on there for like a 3, sometimes a 4 at the extreme, but I'm usually around a 3, 3.5. So you do get a good amount of use with it, but at the same time, it's less expensive to get the powders or the Mios to use those instead. I don't know. It's just such a hard thing to decide. You try and stay healthy. Quest chips are definite. Like, if you like chips, taco chips or whatever, to use in your salsa or with that taco chicken mix. They call it buffalo chicken. So if you haven't had a chance, oh yeah, you can mix up a can of chicken with the cottage cheese and the um, salsa and taco seasoning. You don't need to use the taco seasoning, but you can mix that up and use like the Quest chips, which are protein chips. I use the tortilla and the taco seasoning one. And oh my goodness, you will definitely be full on like 6 ounces of that for sure. So I've been trying to do that. I just need to start weighing out my food, and I think I'll get back on track, especially if I start intaking my exercise again. And my water, I do need to up my water a lot. Um, so once that's done, hopefully I'll start getting back on track with losing the weight. Because I definitely want to lose another 20 to 40 pounds. And it is possible, but now that I'm getting later on in the journey, it's going to be a little bit harder and I have to work for it, which is okay. I'm in a safe area now and I just need to bring it back to reality. So I know that I'm going to probably start doing swimming once the weather starts clearing up, so that'll be really good because I'll get my exercise swimming. That's going to be a definite for me, but I need this to happen sooner than later, and I really don't want to pay the over $150. I think it's like $150 a month for the gym just to go swimming. It's not worth it for me. So I will do my best to increase the walking situation. I promise. I will. Don't worry. I'll get there. Um, doo. So yeah, so that's where I'm at. That is where I'm at with everything. Daughter's doing art, and she did a really cute TikTok video. I did put it on, I think, my Facebook group. I don't know. Or maybe I loaded up on YouTube. I'll have to load it to YouTube as a short. I like sharing her work, but she did a really cute TikTok and of Dice Man, I think is what his name is. I don't know. I wish she would come up with her own art, but the fact that she's doing it this way is really, really cute. And she likes to draw things that makes her happy and keeps her calm, and I think that's a good idea. And the fact that she's getting creative now with doing her video edits with it, I think is awesome. It just gives her a different style to express herself, and I think that's a great way to do it. I do. And then I was teaching her how to play cribbage, and oh my gosh, she was so tired. And I probably saw that she was tired and just thought that, okay, well, let me just continue and see, because I do want quality time with her. But I could tell she was tired, but she pushed through it. I didn't get mad at her and upset with her or anything like that. Um, and she realized after, sorry, I'm saying, I'm trying to think of what I'm going to say, so I do apologize. But she was really tired, and she did push through it though, and I'm so happy. But every time she had to add something together, because the point of cribbage is to get like 15 points or 31 points to end it, the round. And she just wasn't doing the math, and it was just very, very frustrating. But the next day afterwards, she goes, Mom, you know the game we were playing that you were teaching me last night? She goes, I'm sorry, I was really, really tired, but that was actually a really fun game. So I thought, oh, and I love the fact that no matter what we go through, like when she's in the wrong, she'll realize it and she'll come back and she'll apologize. But it's just getting to that point and not having her realize that what she does, how it affects me emotionally and mood wise, and not apologize for it. It's just hard sometimes and it's very draining. But once she realizes something, she does come back and she's like, Mom, that was really awesome. Thank you. Or what have you. And I think that's really sweet. I just wish she would realize it before any issues arose. But that's just part of her learning and her developing and growing up and learning how to communicate better. So we are working on that. Her teacher took her iPad away from school because they use iPads in school, and I'm not quite sure why. So I did have to send her teacher a note and say, "Can you just refresh our Jackie's memory on why her iPad was taken away, so I can let her know, because they do use it for school purposes." And so I'm going to have to wait and see what she says, because Jackie doesn't remember. And I can almost guarantee it's something that Jackie wasn't doing, like paying attention or being on YouTube when she shouldn't have been. I don't know if I think they can get YouTube, but she says that she was reading, so I'm really eager to find out what the teacher says. These are one of a teacher that I'm not too happy about, and I really hope going into sixth grade, when she goes into middle school, that we have nicer teachers, even though I know that's the time where they start getting more serious. So it's going to be really scary at the new school for me as a parent, because I'm so involved with my daughter in terms of her education. I have tried to back away this time, but she's just having a really hard time with math. So I do know that we're going to have to work with her on it over the summer. But she's at the point now where she's learning a lot more, and I could probably just review the fifth grade courses with her and then get her ready for sixth grade. But oh my gosh, she's doing exponents. The please excuse my dear Aunt Sally she's doing, and she's doing those in form of word problems, and I'm just like, forget it. I can't help you. So I may need to get a math tutor. I don't know, because I really feel bad that this is the only class that she's not doing well in at all. And I don't know how to help improve her. I think to a point I do have to step back and see what happens, type of thing. And because if I continue to help her, then they won't realize any of her challenges, and they won't be able to adjust for those challenges. So I think this year I kind of took a step back, see how she can, and she'll go through where she can recover after a while. Like she'll catch on and she'll catch up, and then when they go into something new is where she drops again, and then she catches up. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm not worrying about it right now. I'll review what I need to review. But anywho, I don't know what else to say. I think I'm going to kind of wrap it up from here. I hope you guys enjoyed the whip and chat and the discussion and the flashing back. And I hope you're enjoying the event. So thank you for coming on my journey with me and sticking around. And I hope to see you on the next one. Um, yeah, so I'm going to wrap it up. You guys want to leave a comment? Just stick it below. I don't know which way I'm going to play this. And if you want to check out any of the sponsors that we have for our events or any coupon codes, you can check those out below. I am posting those below as well for your convenience. And I hope you guys all have an amazing morning, afternoon, or evening, depending when you're watching this. You all take it easy and thank you so much. Bye.